going already. I had the Strangest Secret playing while I was working today. It's Earl Nightingale. Reminds me of Jim Rohn and people of that nature. I don't know if you ever heard of psycho-cybernetics. It just talks about how, most of the population goes through life, just going through the motions, but there's another way, and it's talking about defining a direct goal, having something that you truly desire. I know desire is low on the scale, but something that you can put in your mind, set a goal, and work towards. Okay, so without a goal, it's basically saying that we kind of just wander through life like a ship out to harbor. So say you put a ship out with no captain, and guess what the final outcome's going to be of that? It's going to be a wrecked ship. The wind might guide it for a little bit, but eventually it's going to hit rocks. And that's the same thing the principles of this the Strangest Secret from Earl Nightingale was talking about. It's just kind of setting a defined goal, writing it down, and for 30 days reviewing that goal, imagining it as if it was true, and working towards it with everything that you have. And it can't be just a light goal. It can't be just like, maybe whatever is super important to you, and nobody knows that except you, and that's why nobody can really help you with this besides tell you, write this down, set a definite goal, whether it's a dollar amount, an object, a person, like a soulmate, whatever you call that, a divine counterpart, if that's what you're seeking. Mine would be more, I haven't written anything down because I just listened to it, and I listened to it a couple years ago, and I didn't take it serious enough, and it just, I was thinking about it, where I could be if I really implemented this, because it is a proven method. Most of the people that this secret came from, there was a book written, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and it was talking about how all the major players of the world, the most wealthy, the most accomplished, the most loved, you could say, they had everything that you could want in life, and be happy with that, but you couldn't pay them a dollar amount to give people this information, and through a composition of everybody working together, and through someone sitting with them unpaid, and kind of interviewing each one and finding out, what the correlations between everyone was for them to get to that high point. And basically what it boils down to is setting a clear, defined goal, a chief aim, working towards that, and knowing fear is going to come up, but pushing through fear, and just using the thing that you want as a way to just cut a path through all the obstacles that we know are going to come up when you're forging your own paths, because the powers that be don't want us forging our own paths, but we can cut through it, and we just keep working towards a clear, defined goal. And it says that all the things that you just don't worry about all the things that you're going to need and how it's going to come about, because everything works out in your favor when you set a clear, defined goal. It's like the brain's secret power to just, it's called the reticulating activated system. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but it's what you can hold in your mind, you can hold in your hand, and your brain automatically will energetically put out a vibration of prosperity, wealth, abundance, if you're programming that into your mind. And it'll bring all these things, all these people, all these situations and correspond, like people that are goal oriented, that have the same mindset as you, like birds of a feather flock together type deal. Like what you are, you attract. So when you program your mind for wealth, success, abundance, all these different things, you can draw those type of people to you that will propel you into your future. And it talks about recognizing the gems that you have in front of you. And I've been introduced to many vehicles of entrepreneurship, and it's almost too many at once when they do come. But it's because I was doing this at the time, and I didn't realize to stick with it. It wasn't just to bring forth the people and the situations, but it was also to continue with the desired goal. And I kept changing the goal and not holding it in my mind and not writing it down and not reviewing it daily. And that's a 30-day challenge that this video was talking about, from Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. I suggest you to go watch it. I just looked up Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and it was a shortened version, a summary, because I was driving around doing DoorDash, and DoorDash is just my conduit for money to come in, whether it be tips or the DoorDash pay. Sometimes it can blow your mind, and sometimes it cannot, but it depends on the mental state that we're in. If I'm thinking negative thoughts, oh, I'm not going to be able to pay my bills, my phone's 2 bills behind, like if I'm losing my apartment, whatever is going on, I cannot let that affect my future direction and goal. And one of the vehicles that I was introduced to was Legal Shield, and I did that for a little bit, and I probably reached out to, I don't know, a good 400 people in my immediate contacts. And it was a good lesson to learn to get a thick skin, because not everybody's interested and available for these types of things. So we kind of have to sort. We have to use our cognitive abilities. We have to use our I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. But anyway, like, you kind of understand what I'm saying. Like, we just you gotta keep a goal in mind, a chief aim. I know Shawn Michaels said that in a video, and I'm not taking it from you, Shawn, if you see this. He's millionaire friend in Legal Shield. He introduced me to, or Anthony Cerna introduced me to that company, but he reached back out to me recently to be part of it, and it has to do with the people business. And you can call it sales if you want, but really what it amounts to is caring about other individuals enough to show them something, an opportunity. Okay, you can see that this proven direction has been fulfilled by many other people, whether that's 50K a year, 100K a year, 500K, a million. Like sky's the limit. There's a guy that's made nearly 30 million in this company. His name is Brian Carruthers. He's very well known. He wrote many books. You can look him up. He's got the Vault Entrepreneur Gold there. But yeah, these guys, basically through this, I called that in, and they did their best. They did their best to work with me in some of the hardest times of my life. Like, this was through divorce, this was through job losses, this was through car getting destroyed completely out of nowhere in an accident. This was through co-parenting issues, and also battling for a position at work, trying to be an assistant GM, and just feeling the eyes on me of like I didn't deserve that, whatever. But everyone knows me, knows I put the work in for anything that I got. And right now, it isn't a lot what I have, but I'm gonna set a chief aim. I'm gonna set a goal for the next 30 days. I'm gonna try to envision that and work towards it. And another part of the video was he was saying, as you're working towards this, fear, negativity, doubt, and all these things are going to creep in. He said, if you get to the point where you're frozen in fear, negativity, and doubt, start the 30 days over again and keep building the consistent habitual patterns, and eventually you will just become the thing that is your chief aim. Whether you believe that's possible or not, it could be way up here for you. You don't know what you're capable of. You don't, if you've done personal development, you can see through reading 10 pages of a good book, exercising, meditating, whatever you do, praying, reading the Bible. These types of things you can be renewed. You can be transformed by the renewal of your mind. And so, don't ever think you're stuck where you are. See, when I was at Papa John's, I started at $12 an hour. And I started thinking like this, and reading Think and Grow Rich, and actually set a goal for $10,000 a month. And I seen so many different things, vehicles for me to get there, but I didn't have the right mindset. I was so deep in sadness and negativity from just life situations that I literally repelled these opportunities that showed themselves to me. And that's where I came into the Fruit Group, Bobby Smith. I was in I Am Mastery Academy doing personal development every morning, learning how to trade crypto, Forex, and things of that nature. I didn't go into live accounts, but I did start accumulating assets. And through the difficult times, I ended up spending the assets that I had saved, and man, kicking myself in the ass at this time, because when I was saving for these things, one of them was Bitcoin. It was at like 20K, and now it's at 120K. And one of them was I think was it Solana or Polkadot or ICP, many different things I was investing in. They did really well in the time period that I was supposed to collect upon them and then change course. But the whole point of this is, don't ever feel stuck where you are. You might be stuck in your eating habits. You might be eating bacon every morning when you know that it's clogging your arteries and it's going to take you away from your kids at a younger age than you would want, or it's going to at the very least, inhibit your abilities to be a present, aware, functioning, mobile individual in the future for your grandkids or your great-grandkids. So health is more important than money, more important than status, more important than titles. Health is all that we truly have. These temples are temples of God. The highest consciousness can dwell within these temples. You just gotta clear them out, clean them up, and a lot of us are living, walking proof and evidence of that. So thank you for watching this video. This is one that's gonna go on my YouTube channel. I didn't expect it to flow out so clearly, but I appreciate everybody for listening. I love you guys, and just aim high. Peace.